Welcome to Pull the Pin Ready War Room Edition. As usual, I'm Jim. Here with me again,
As
Nate.
usual, is Nate. Well,
I
not
don't,
usual, but for the past couple of weeks, I've been steady for you.
yeah, I don't want to overuse the as usual, which I do already. But so what's going on, Nate?
Same thing, different week.
I got it. I
I'm
got it.
sure we
Well, you
got
know, there's
some. We sure we
a
got
lot to
some
talk
good
about.
headlines. Yeah, let's see them
It,
headlines.
it, it was a busy week. It actually was a busy week. So, um, some of it, though, for you guys that don't know the rules here, we just pull headlines out of media sources and we talk about them from our perspective, whether we know the story or not. So hopefully you just
Legit
listen
news
in.
sources at that. Legit news
Legit.
sources.
Well, it's interesting you say that. And since Nate, you are the segue king, like
You
you
gotta be
just,
kidding me.
I don't even know
I
how
don't
you
know what
do
the
it.
headlines are.
I don't even know how you do this, but our very first one is CNN Jeff Zucker resigns from sinking ship citing non-disclosure of office relationship.
CNN is a sinking ship right now. They got this dude who just got. He was the CEO, I believe, of CNN. I mean, he was dating this other lady that works at CNN, which I guess isn't a bad thing, but they didn't disclose it, which makes it something bad for CNN. I don't know. Then they got that Como guy who worked for CNN. They're just
They
they
have a
get
lot,
the
remember?
they're like Subway. Remember Subway's that guy Jared who got in
Jared.
trouble for and then who else did they have after that? They hired somebody else after Jared that just wasn't a good hire either.
I don't know, but CNN's, I mean, it's let's be real, they're not a real news source, and they keep saying the most trusted news and
Did
the
this headline
Brian's
come? Did this headline come from CNN?
no,
That would be
no,
good.
yeah, no, they would never put that on there. They would pretend it didn't happen. Yeah, but
Yeah, I
it's
want to
crazy.
see what happens with with this news company because they're 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 not treading water; they're sinking, like you said.
Well, it's interesting too because basically social media is putting the regular media, mainstream media, on notice. I mean, that's really what's been happening here, and that's why they're upset. Because remember, I think we talked about this before. Remember when people used to read newspapers?
That's all you
The
got.
internet,
You didn't get
right?
back and forth. You read the paper. That was it. That's all you got.
Right. So the internet kind of destroyed newspapers because now you get your news. I mean, you could have a little remote thing read it to you. You know what I'm saying? So you don't even need to get a newspaper. So that industry went down.
And
Now think about these.
that's near and dear to my heart, as someone would say, because I used to deliver newspapers when I was 10 years old. That was my very first job. So
I had one of those too, and I remember a comedian said you can go to 100 houses or two dumpsters
I went to
and,
100 houses. I went to a
and
hundred
still get
houses.
paid. Yeah, it's just interesting because this is the decline of media. And when you look at the major media sources or the major companies, they're like $1 million companies. They're paying people $1 million, and and you got people on their living room like this, making media now.
Yeah, I know how it
So
works. Who is CNN owned by? What major broadcast? Do you know? Or they're their
no,
own? Or they're they own? Because I know like ABC owns like Disney and Sports Center, so or ESPN, not Sports Center, but ESPN. So I don't know if CNN's owned by one of those major broadcast companies or not, or if they're their own independently owned company. But yeah, they're not.
it's
They're
it's a part of AT&T's Warner Media. It says
oh, okay.
so. Yeah,
They're
bye
they're
bye.
they're, they're That's why buy by the headline and move on to the next one.
Well, but what's interesting too though is they're trying to get other media sources taken off networks, and this one just stinks. So, but I don't want to waste your segue. So the very next one. Speaking of bye bye, Biden approves deployment of 3,000 U.S. troops to Eastern Europe to defend Ukraine's border, while ours remains wide open.
Well, you don't have an army invading your border, America. We're going to defend from an army. There's no army trying to invade America right now. That's going to be a lot of people's answer.
Sure.
But I didn't realize that. Well, I haven't looked at a map myself, but I saw where like Russia has Ukraine surrounded on three sides. So I don't know if Ukraine's like a peninsula within Russia, but That's pretty big. Well, we're not going to invade, but why are you surrounding me on all three sides then that you can get around?
We're right. I mean, but you got one way out, right?
Yeah, to Eastern Europe, where the Americans are. They're going to Poland, Germany, and somewhere else. I forgot the third country is. But why are you sending Germany? We already got troops in Germany.
Right. That's what you think we got, right?
So is this a deployment? So that if those deployed soldiers go to Germany, they can't drink over there? Man, poor guys. They got good beer in Germany.
Right. Right. Well, maybe there'll be downtime because maybe it's just, all big bluff.
Yeah, but you can't drink on deployment, right?
Well, no. The troops can't drink. I'm sure that the commanders and all those guys can drink.
Yep, but they can.
They're part of the elite. They're part of the ones that don't apply. The rules don't apply to them.
Yeah, but it's kind of, we got people flooding our borders, but we're not doing anything to control our border. But yet we'll go just because it's quote unquote an invasion. Well, people call our border an invasion right now with people coming across the way they are.
Yeah, and it's sad because the people making the rules aren't even living down there. You know what I mean? And,
Right?
and
Yeah,
think
not at
about
all.
it. Think of the solutions. Like, let's just take everybody across the border and put them in the military. Send them right over the seas.
It'd be
Send them to
perfect.
Ukraine.
That's
Yeah.
right. Come on in. You're going to guard the Ukrainian border.
Yeah. What size uniform you need? Okay, great.
We'll give you the American flag for your shoulder, and we'll send you right on over.
And you don't even need to speak English because none of those people do.
No, and we'll pay you. We'll pay you.
Yep.
$15 an hour.
Exactly. And if they come back, okay, well, let's stay.
Well, then we might make you official citizen.
Yeah. I mean, they used to do that, right? I don't know if they still do. But you can join the military and get a pathway.
Yeah, but those people that joined the military were here legally to begin with. Joining the military just sped up their pathway to citizenship.
Okay.
They're already here legally. They didn't come illegally, join the military illegally, and became citizens illegally.
Who are you? How did you get here? Where'd you get this uniform?
Yeah.
Must speak English.
Ramirez.
What?
Ramirez. I got an American now. I joined the U.S. No, it didn't work that way. No, they were already here legally first, Jim, before they joined the military.
No, I don't even say Ramirez. This is like Hood. Like, who? All right. Well, what's that?
Let's see what else is wide open on the next headline.
Oh, well, this one's good. I was going to segue the workers, because this is what we're talking about. Private payrolls fell by 301,000 in January versus an estimated for 200,000 gain. So what's that, net 500,000?
Does that mean they lost 301 workers in January?
Yep.
Is that what that means?
Yep.
People just quit?
I don't have all the details, and I didn't read the article.
Private payroll, so that doesn't include public companies and like the government, right?
Well, think about it. Government constantly makes jobs, right? They always create. TSA was one of those instant job creations, So maybe the government probably offset that, but
yeah, but you fell by 301, and you're supposed to gain 200. It's who did those estimates? Because they should be one of those private payrolls being gone because they obviously didn't do enough homework.
Yeah, but I mean, think about it. This is just more disaster. I mean, this guy's not going to last long. There's no way this guy's going to last long. I mean, it's crazy.
I just saw a thing in West Virginia for people that are on unemployment. If you get a job and keep it for 8 weeks, they will give you $1,500.
Really?
So 8 weeks and 1 day, back on unemployment. And I just made an extra $1,500.
Is that a once in a lifetime thing, or can you keep doing that?
Yeah, I know, right? Go back on unemployment, come back, get $1,500. So those numbers are going to fall more.
I think the problem is there's no jobs in West Virginia.
I don't know. I moved out of West Virginia, so
I thought that was a coal place. Yeah, coal mining.
Coal mine, yeah. The area I lived in, West Virginia, was a DC commuting area, but yeah, the rest of West Virginia is really rural. But people come work for 8 weeks and then fall back off. So what's that? That's going to be in March. Private payrolls are going to fall off by how many in March once these people do 8 weeks and be gone?
Oh, so don't worry, we'll create some more government jobs.
We'll do something.
All right.
I mean, it's been consistent. Jobs people have been quitting consistently for the past how many months now?
Yeah, but wasn't it? I mean, before we were talking about the free money the government was giving them. all the free money from our taxpayer dollars, free to
Well,
them, but
they're
we
still
pay
giving
for
them.
it.
They're still giving them
Are they
unemployment.
still
I'm
getting
sure.
that?
Oh, I'm sure they're still getting unemployment.
Well, I mean,
It might not
unemployment
be
is
the extra. It might not be the extra unemployment.
well, there's nothing wrong with unemployment because unemployment we paid into individually. Like I paid that, and companies paid that. That's an insurance. It was the extra taxpayer dollars put on top of
Right.
it
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
the problem.
I think
So
that's totally. I think
everyone has
that's
a right.
totally done with now. Yeah, I think that's totally gone now. I think every state did away with that. Well, that was a federal thing, wasn't it? Not a state thing.
Federal, yeah, federal did
Yeah.
the
Yeah, I think that
yeah.
ended.
I think federal was funding it, but state had to prove it. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know because I know certain states early on did away with it. So
Right.
states did do it. It wasn't just one big federal
Okay.
ball and be done. So states were saying no more, no more. So maybe it was federally funded, but state controlled. Yeah. So speaking of state, let's go up to Massachusetts.
Oh,
Massachusetts high school looks to remove gender terms, gendered terms from biology class.
isn't I don't know. Isn't biology? Isn't that where you like dissected animals? So this is a shark. That's not a penis. That's not a vagina. That's just a shark. What are you gonna call it?
Is it a male shark or female shark? Oh no, we don't discuss that here.
Just a shark. Just a frog.
Just that's a baby shark. Oh wait! Can't say it's a gender baby though. It's not a baby boy shark.
But that's not the. There's all types of schools that are going gender neutral and all that crap now. It's the funniest thing I heard is we need to go. Was it non-binary? You ever heard that one?
No,
There you go. We're
no.
going non-binary.
But I mean, you can't pin this all on Biden because Biden don't even know his name half the time. So it's
Oh
just,
no,
I
I'm
mean,
not saying Biden. I'm just saying they're making the thing on his name because you're going non-binary for names.
uh,
It's a non-binary name, so they're going non-binary. But
yeah,
yeah,
it's scary, dude. I don't understand what the end goal is here. Like, I mean, I understand so many conspiracy theories,
these are
whatever.
the same people saying follow the science, follow the science, follow the science for COVID, but then they don't want to follow the science for sex.
For science, I mean, science is science, and let's be real about science. Science can be disproven later. So even if I were to be totally unbiased, these people could be right. Maybe 30 years from now, we can say, "Holy cow, gender is on some whatever." But the problem is, it's the language they're talking about. They're literally changing what we call what we see. So you can't change language just because you don't like it. So let's say a penis is a penis, a vagina. We see them. That's what we call them. That's what they are. If you feel like a woman, we can't see that.
But I think they're removing the gendered terms like him, she, her.
Yeah, but
They're gonna
that's
call it.
language.
They're going to call it them, they,
That's what I'm talking about. That's language.
it.
You're changing language. You're not changing what it means. You're just changing language.
Okay, still the same thing. It's
They,
still a male.
they.
It's still a male or female.
Right. And you can look at somebody and say, well, here they come. Okay, no, I just see one person. Like, what do you mean? Here they come.
Here it
You know
comes.
what I mean? Like, you imagine being in the military. They're coming. They are coming. They're coming. And you're sitting there looking like it's just one person.
Do I need to call backup? No, it's just like, I don't know. Can you even say a name? It's got to be a general neutral name too, right? To call somebody.
Yeah, right.
I can't call you. I can't call you Jim anymore because
they'll have to redesign the entire Spanish language, right? Unbelievable. But I didn't expect any less.
Yeah, let's remove this headline and go to the next one.
Yeah. All right. 10-year-old suspended 4 times in a week for refusing to wear a mask.
Great. Now you're going to ruin the kid's education because at least he's going to school.
Yeah, right.
At least he's going to school 4 times. So he was suspended Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. He said, "Screw Friday. I'm not even going to go in." 4 times in a week.
Well, what was his suspension? Hopefully after school because they're going to keep him longer without a mask. Like, how is he suspended?
I guess every day you come without a mask, they send him home.
Okay.
So he was there in the morning, and they just sent him home. I'm
So
assuming.
so so I want to know, was it Monday or Friday, and did he wear the mask?
Oh yeah, maybe he wore a mask one day. Yeah, or
Yeah,
or like I said, he just didn't go Friday and said screw it.
right. And 10-year-old, you know what I mean? Like I assume his parents said,
Don't wear it.
too bad. Do what you want to do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
assuming.
his parents support his, or I don't know, maybe his parents are brainwashing him not to wear. Who knows? But this whole mask, this whole COVID thing's gonna, it's causing more divide than we had before COVID. So
Well, I thought all that was over. Like, I mean, I
and
thought that was all like they've already decided that things aren't working. There's
and
studies.
now, like I haven't seen your headlines. I know about your headlines, but Johns Hopkins just came out with that review saying lockdowns didn't really prevent anything.
Right. And even the fake news medias like CNN is saying they're agreeing that cloth masks are useless.
And we've been
Like
using it for the past 2 years. So
all the things we were getting banned for a year ago, 2 years ago, they're now admitting. So when are they going to stop this? And I'm still getting feeds on from Yahoo. That's another left wing lunatic place about 5-year-old vaccines being available. And are you done with this yet? Like, have you not proven that we're all getting it?
we can't stop doing vaccines now. Then that'll really prove that
Right.
we are wrong. So we got to keep pushing something.
Exactly. And that's what
Yeah.
it comes down to, right? They can't stop because they don't want to look like a bunch of idiots. But
Now
yet they'll take a 10-year-old and sacrifice his entire education over a mask that they know doesn't work or isn't as effective as they think it is.
and I don't know how quick science works, but I don't know if 2 years of study is enough of a study to prove anything works or doesn't work.
Well, don't you remember?
So
They're collecting data, dude. They're collecting
15
data.
15 years down the road we'll know if vaccines really actually did
Well, that didn't you see
work.
the court case there? They're collecting data. And then was it Pfizer? Pfizer went to court to try to hold the data for 10 years, and the court was like, no. You only get it for like 5 years or 2.5 years, or I don't know the specifics, but they literally went to court over that.
No one's put out any information about these shots.
And they're not going to.
No, they're hoping they're working.
Yeah,
They're
they're not going
saying
to put out the data.
they're saying there's less people going to the hospital. There's less there's less deaths. I believe in science too, but the more and more variants that come out, the weaker they get. So is it the weaker variants that aren't as strong as the first one or two that are making
And,
it, or is it the
and
shot?
didn't they just say everyone's getting Omicron or whatever?
Everybody.
Optimus Prime, whatever they call it.
Yeah, but they're not as many as going to the hospital, Jim. So the vaccine
Right.
is working,
No, it's
or
because
the variant's
weaker.
weak, or the variant's
They
weaker.
spread more and get weaker. That's been in existence since virology's been around. Stupidity.
It doesn't get weak. It doesn't get weaker. These headlines.
Yes, but we are on our last one.
Let's do it. It's gonna be a good one. I love these last ones.
Dolphins deliberately get high on puffer fish.
Damn, dolphins are smart ass fish though. Dolphins are
They
smart.
are.
They're smart fish.
They
Well,
are. But
they
can you
found.
really get high on a puffer fish?
I don't know. I live by the ocean. Next time I catch one, I'm gonna find out what to do with it.
I know they have something in them, something about the puffer fish that does, but I didn't know you can get high on them.
That makes them puff.
Well, yeah, but I mean, when you go to attack them, I think that they secrete something.
Oh, do that? I have no idea.
I
I don't know anything about puffer fish. I know I can catch them out here in the ocean, but
could you imagine?
puffer fish is dolphins' weed.
And would that be illegal?
Not
Could
for
you legally
dolphins.
smoke a puffer fish?
I don't know. I mean, they have to be a certain size to keep. So as long as you keep one that's big enough that you can try and get high on, I guess it's okay. I don't know.
We'd have to charge the dolphins, right?
Science. I'm gonna follow the science.
You know how we punish stoned dolphins? We throw 6-pack soda rings in the water.
Oh, that's. I still rip my. I don't buy soda. The sodas are in boxes nowadays. They don't even come in. They don't come in rings anymore.
I don't even buy soda, and I never threw one in the ocean.
You threw one in the trash. That trash ended up in the ocean.
That wasn't my fault.
Mine either. But that's all the time we have here today. So get involved. Get involved. Give the dolphins. Go get some puffer fish.
And need I say more? And until next time, Godspeed.
and pull the pin. Boom.
Thanks for joining us here at Pull the Pin Already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinion. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the Pin Already.